Number 6. Hyperthymesia, the memory that never forgets. Imagine if you could recall every moment of your life in crystal clear detail, like knowing exactly what you had for breakfast 5 years ago, or the color of your shirt on a random Tuesday back in 2009. Sounds like a superpower, right? For people with hyperthymesia, this is everyday life. Hyperthymesia is a condition that gives individuals an exceptional autobiographical memory. They can recall with stunning accuracy the events of any day in their life. Take Jill Price, one of the first known cases who can remember every day since she turned 14. It's like living with an endless movie reel of memories playing in your head. While it might sound incredible, it can also be exhausting. Think about never being able to forget that embarrassing moment, a painful breakup, or a traumatic experience. For people with hyperthymesia, the past is always in front of them, playing back in HD, whether they want it to or not. Number 5. Synesthesia, seeing sounds and tasting colors. Ever thought about what it would be like if your senses were all mixed up? Welcome to the world of synesthesia, a fascinating condition where one sense sparks another automatically. Picture this: you're listening to a song, and instead of just hearing it, you see a burst of colors dancing in front of you. Or you take a bite of chocolate cake, and suddenly you're hit with a wave of soft purple tones. Take Pharrell Williams, for example. The guy behind hits like Happy actually has synesthesia. He credits it for making his music so visually rich. For him, sounds aren't just things you hear. They're things you can see and feel. People with synesthesia say their lives are like stepping into a more intense, multi-layered reality. It may sound like sensory overload at first, but many of them see it as a gift, a special way to experience the world. Number 4. Savant Syndrome, the superhuman brain. People with Savant Syndrome can have abilities that make them seem superhuman. This rare condition, often associated with autism, gives individuals extraordinary talents in areas like mathematics, art, music, and memory. Take Stephen Wilshire, for example. He can draw entire cityscapes from memory after only seeing them once. His drawings are so precise that they often match aerial photos down to the smallest detail. Or Kim Peek, the inspiration for the movie Rain Man. Kim had an astounding memory, able to recall over 12,000 books word for word. People with Savant Syndrome might struggle in other areas of life. Their abilities in specific fields are nothing short of extraordinary. It's almost as if they've unlocked parts of the brain that most of us can only dream of tapping into. Number 3. Congenital insensitivity to pain. Invulnerability in human form. What if you never felt pain, ever? While it may sound like a cool superpower, for those living with congenital insensitivity to pain, it's just life. Their nerves don't send pain signals to their brain, so no matter how severe the injury, they don't feel a thing. Take Ashlyn Blocker, for example, diagnosed with CIP since birth. She never experiences the typical discomforts, no headaches, no stubbed toes. But here's the catch. It's actually incredibly risky. Pain is our body's built-in alarm system, signaling when something's wrong. Without it, someone like Ashlyn could break a bone or get a deep cut and wouldn't even know unless she happened to spot it. In some ways, CIP might seem like invincibility. These individuals can face extreme physical conditions that would have others writhing in agony. However, this invulnerability comes with a major downside. Without pain, they must constantly stay alert to avoid serious, even life-threatening injuries. So, while the idea of no pain sounds amazing, it comes with a heavy cost. Number 2. Urbach-Wiethe disease. Imagine going through life without feeling fear. No anxiety, no panic, not even when the danger faces you. That's reality for people with Urbach-Wiethe disease, a rare condition that damages the amygdala, the part of your brain responsible for handling fear. The result? Complete biological fearlessness. Let's talk about SM, a woman who has been the focus of research for years because she simply cannot feel fear. even in the scariest situations. Scientists have taken her through haunted houses, shown her the creepiest horror flicks, and even brought her face to face with dangerous animals. Still, nothing. Fear does not move her, no matter what. She's biologically unable to feel fear. While this might sound like a superpower, it's actually pretty risky. Without fear acting as a warning system, people like SM are more likely to end up in dangerous situations without realizing the potential harm. Number 1. Myostatin-related muscle hypertrophy. The real-life super strength. You've probably seen bodybuilders before. Massive muscles, insane power. Now, picture someone who's never lifted a weight in their life, but still has the build and strength of a professional bodybuilder. Sounds wild, right? That's the reality of myostatin-related muscle hypertrophy, a rare condition that decreases the production of myostatin, a protein that normally puts the brakes on muscle growth. Without this muscle-limiting protein, people with this condition develop muscles like a superhero. In training, no magic, just biology. Take Liam Hoekstra, known as the world's strongest toddler. By the time he hit 3 years old, he had biceps and strength that left kids twice his size in the dust. His body was naturally piling on muscle, giving him almost superhuman power at such a young age. Now, before you ask if these people can lift cars like Superman, not quite. But they do have natural strength and stamina without needing to spend hours at the gym. Which one of these blew your mind the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell